Hello and welcome guys to a new video on my channel about Vita Carne series. In today's video I'll be covering two videos from the Vita Carne series by Darren I'm still don't remember the name or don't know how to pronounce it, but actually I'm very sorry because this video is also late kinda, and the reason for that is that I wanted to make this video last week and post it also last week to be exactly to be precise, last weekend. And but suddenly I woke up on Saturday. I was in pain, in pain, little pain. I was sick. My throat, my nose, my mouth, all were just dead. I didn't like it. It was just catastrophical. And for that reason, I am just today. Here's the video of today. And as a disclaimer, this video will be not the same as the last two ones because this video is scripted. While the last two ones weren't scripted. So I wanted to see if scripted is really better than not scripted. So without any further introduction, let's get into the video. And let's begin with the first video, which is a cooking video called Vita Carne's Cook at Home Kitchen Cheese Crawl Pain Cooking. This is the name of the things they want to cook. And in this video, they are showing us how to cook a special type of pasta using ingredients like pasta, salt, garlic, and more. But what's really surprising is that they're using rolls and an ingredient, and they are telling us to pick various sizes of rolls while buying or harvesting them yourselves, which means that literally people are buying and eating and harvesting these plants, let's just say, or these meat plants. I'm gonna just go meat plants. And there's also another ingredient they're using, and this ingredient is called the flavor enhancer. It's a type of product, and it's a flavor enhancer by a company called Nutrire Co. But what really attracted me is that the logo of Nutrire Co is the same one we saw in my last video where I explained all of Vitacarnes' entities as a black circle with a red triangle in it. Is it a coincidence? I think not. Whatever, later on they started cooking, and for some reason the cook is using cloves. I don't know why. And in the pot where he's cutting the crawls, we notice that they are very, very hard to cut from the inside into very little pieces. And the pot where the cook is pouring the pasta into the big plate, he's wearing a mask, which means that either the crawl or the most important ingredient in this whole thing, the flavor enhancer, which you must have and use in all of your dishes, is an ingredient, even though if you are literally eating bread. But I think it's probably the flavor enhancer because of my knowledge and my gut feeling. Which knowledge I understand I understand it's a Vita Carnes lore and Twitch it, and so I kind of know the lore. So yeah, to this part about the flavor enhancer we will come later. There's even a video about the flavor enhancer. So yeah, let's continue. But in the end of the video itself gets disconnected, and then let's just say an investigation report is shown about the Nutrire Co or the people behind the logo or whatever this black circle with a red triangle in it is, and there are a lot of little pieces of paper written down on them questions, but the only one which we could read was who are they, like who are the people, who are the people behind this Nutrire Co or this logo. And yeah, as I said, the rest is unreadable. And then another part of the short story about the Vita Carnes lore. Um, this little stories I will just leave for another complete another video, a separate video. Well, I will completely explain. I think maybe it won't be a separate video, but more like kinda a part of a video I will be making because it's literally just not that big of a deal. It's just a small story which I will be explaining like most likely 5 minutes, which it wouldn't be like worth it of a video, but it gets 10 minutes. I will make it probably because to get monetized and have money and yeah. And then, as I said, there's a second video I will be covering about how to pet at trimming. Which is the second least harmless entity in Vitacarnes. The beginning of the video, they tell us that the trimming is getting petted by a lot of people in the last month, which is kinda not really surprising because I myself would like to have a trimming as a pet, and because they are animals and pets, they should also get cared about, or you should care about a trimming if you have it as a pet or your trimming, because they are living things. And the first part is about their nest. That could be a big box with some blankets for the trimming, since it needs to be in a room temperature from about 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, or for the Americans 64 to 68 Fahrenheit. You could also feed them high protein dog or cat food twice a day. As a sweet treat, you could feed them a leftover apple, a banana shell, let's just say, or egg shells, and more. But since trimmings make a lot of weird noises in the night, you want to give them their first meal in the morning after around 9 a.m. to the afternoon. So they get active in these times instead. Your house should be big and you gotta have a backyard or something similar. If not, then make sure to go walk them daily so they could meet others of their kind, since they are social animals and love communicating, which shows also that, like I said, a lot of people are getting trimmings as pets. and they don't really play a lot compared to a dog, for example. But sometimes they like to play with you, and they love watching TV and listening to the radio. But in the clip where a trimming is watching TV and listening to a radio, it's showing the radio. No, not the radio. The TV is showing this disturbing screen, this disturbing disconnection screen where the TV isn't getting a good connection, so it couldn't show us what is being now shown, and the radio is playing the uncomfortable sound of any radio if it also get disconnected. Here, take a look at. If you want to show it, make sure to not use cold water and not to not to put, let's just say, and not to put soap in its nose, eyes, and mouth. Since also trimmings, as I said, are very social, talking to them is a very good thing to do, and it's plenty enough for them. Just talk about your day, what you did there and here, and yeah. What? Let's just stop for a minute. Isn't that kind of sus? Like telling a creature what loves talking with its kind in the wilderness and everywhere else about what I do, and let it stay at manufacturing TV and radio. This is kind of, as I said, sus and creepy. I got this theory right there for you, dear viewers. I'm not sure if this theory is real or not, so just read a theory, don't worry. Since the Vita const entities don't attack each other, can just trimming tell its trimming friends where I live, and then these trimmings tell other trimmings, or directly tell, for example, the Vita const entities where I could live. And let's just say, give you an example, because examples is the best way of explaining anything. What about I have a trimming? I tell him about my day, where I live, and those exact locations. So then this trimming, we go in the afternoon walking. Then this trimming meets another trimming, tells us about the same. And then after a couple of the day, this trimming, this the friend, the friend of my trimming managed to tell other trimmings who are living in the wilderness about where I live, for example. Just for example, they could also tell them where they live, or my trimming could directly tell some trimmings in my backyard that I didn't notice where I live. These trimmings that are living in the wilderness and were in my backyard, or yeah, in the wilderness, they could meet the mimics and tell him where I live. So the mimic will just say, "Yeah, thank you for telling me about my next prey," and then I become a prey of a predator called mimic. I call them mimic. Think about it, guys. What do you think? Okay, this is kind of stupid. Think about it, guys. What do you think? But this was the theory part, and then the video ends, or let's just say the petting video ends, and another photo of the Vita Carnes mini law is shown on in the and then the video ends. So guys, this was my video for today, and if you like it, please comment. If you liked the video, please comment. If what do you think about my theory? Leave a like and leave a subscribe, because this motivates me to even work harder and faster for you. And I really enjoy this series, not only the Vita Carnes, and of course series, because of financial reasons and yeah, enjoyment reasons. And then guys, I promise you that my next video will be full of action, or let's just say my next video will be literal fire, straight out of a horror movie, not like this one, a theoretical video and then little piece of introduction, another piece of introduction I made for you. And the next video we are getting started. No, we start next video is starting with us. Yeah, we are in the lore. Don't worry, guys. This is a promise for me. Uh, if lucky, I could post my next video next weekend, or the weekend afterwards. But let's just see. I mean, so guys, and yeah, and so guys, to see you in the next video. Adios, amigos y amigas. And yeah, this was I said it, and okay, guys. So this was it for today. So yeah, as I said see you later in the next video, which will be on next weekend, or the weekend after next weekend. So about in 1 week or 2 weeks. Why I'm yapping a lot? I'm just waiting. See you later, amigos y amigas.